Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Scott Kisikio, and I'm the owner, chairman, founding father, and creator of the most revolutionary, polarizing, passionate wrestling YouTube group of all time, the National Wrestling Shooters. Today, I'm going to give you the return of my WWE 205 Live review and NXT review. I thought both shows were absolutely amazing. Better than one SmackDown Live combined. 205 Live and NXT are the winners. Okay, let's begin with your 205 Live review. The commentators for the show were Vic Joseph, Nigel McGuinness, and Percy Watson. Okay, the show opens with Drake Maverick recapping TLC and hyping up tonight's festivities in his traditional opening segment. I absolutely love the way 205 Live general manager Drake Maverick opens the segment. He opens it with true wrestling passion. And then it's Area Davari and Hideo Itami make their entrances together. Davari gets on the mic and tells the crowd to show Itami the respect he deserves and shut their damn mouth. He shouldn't have to speak for Hideo, but he can't sit idly and watch a legend be mistreated. His feet aren't just educated; they have a donate they duck within stomping scores and hasn't gotten any real competition on the show for months. But until he gets the respect he deserves, this episode of 205 Live is canceled. I like this promo from Ilya Davari and Hideo Itami. He's a good heel. He's a good manager. Joint partner for Hideo Itami. I enjoy it. Kind of reminds me of Kazuo Davari when Sean Kazuo Davari was the manager for Muhammad Hassan. But yeah, I like this. And then enter Drake Maverick. He says the only thing the two of them are going to get is a suspension. Drake Maverick laying down the law. I like see. This is why I prefer Drake Maverick to stick to stay in 2-5 Live and not go to Raw because they misuse him on Raw, but they definitely use him the right way on 2-5 Live. And then enter Noam Dar. He's he speaks off mic with Drake a moment, and Maverick says it's their lucky day because out of respect for Dar, he's gonna make Noam versus Hidemi me right now. Wow, Drake Maverick getting down to business. That's what a real general manager does. And so it's Hideo Itami versus Noam Dar. Dar with left hands backing Itami into the corner, forcing referee Ryan Tram to pull him up, taking Hideo corner to corner, smashing his face into turnbuckles with reverse Duggar lariat, big drop kick, and Itami rolls to the floor. Noam follows after and throws him back inside, spinning him around and underhooks to set up a backslide. Nope. Atami hangs down over the top ropes and kicks him in the ribs a few times before heading up top for a guillotine leg drop. More strikes to the midsection, shoulder thrust, whip across the corner kicks knee, and an airfall. Reverse chin lock applied. Noah bites to his feet, so Hideo slams him back down to the mat. Snap man knee drops to the face and into the stand the fake out back kick. Dar fired off the top ropes, but Tommy's able to cut off the rally up and take him back down into the reverse chin lock again. Knowing with back elbows, shoulder, arm breaker, whip reverse, and he trips Hideo up by sliding under him. Following up with kicking his leg out of his leg. Palm first to the gut and the uppercut, and Dar is rolling. Charging for him, and the Northern Light suplex gets two. A schoolboy comes up empty. Tommy gets a huge kick, but Noam goes back up the legs and heads up top, fending Davari off before approaching for the double stop him. Nobody's home, and it ends bad on his one leg. Hideo with a strike rush, hesitation drop kick, inverted face lock. Hideo Itami wins by pinfall with the inverted face lock rolled into a single knee face breaker. I like this match. Both Hideo Itami and Noam Dar put on one hell of a match. I just he was getting the win. That's what I like. And then Drake Maverick meets backstage with Buddy Murphy and congratulates him on his win at TOC. Murphy says everybody says that Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali was supposed to be the biggest threats, but to be beat them both. And he corrects Drake to say that he's the best cruiserweight in the world, and the whole world needs to know that, and he needs his next defense to be a challenge so that when he wins, no one could deny that he's the greatest champion in history. Drake Maverick says 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 he can see he can see he's determined as for a couple of days to put something together so he can have an announcement that challenge next week. Well, a lot of Drake Maverick, I like that. I like that. See, Drake Maverick, he gives the fans what they want. One, one, one. This is what I like. Yes, I I like this. I like this backstage man, Drake Maverick, giving the fans what they want, and Buddy Murphy being a fighting champion, and Buddy Murphy being a fighter, not afraid of not afraid to wrestle. I mean, he's a fighter. He wants to fight. Buddy Murphy came to 205 Live to fight, and he's gonna get that next week. And then Leo Rush makes his entrance and says he usually likes to say a few words and get the crowd excited, but he's a busy man, so he decks his opponent, Aaron Sato. Aaron Sato versus Leo Rush was Sato sidesteps the charge, white hands up the ropes, but Rush trips him up and hits a big bulldog off the apron back and up top. Final hour, Leo chooses not to end it just yet and mounts Aaron for repeated punches before heading up top again. Leo Rush wins by pinfall with final hour. Decent match. I thought this is a pretty decent match. And then Cedric Alexander gets a hand cam promo talking about how he's had championship slip away at the last moment he's before, but he's not giving up, and he still has his show and his division. And Buddy Murphy is holding this title that intends to come back for a Wilson. I like that. See, Buddy Murphy, like I said, is a fighting champion. He's a fighting champion, and Cedric Alexander is not taking no crap. He wants his rematch. He wants. That's exactly what he wants. Will he get that? And then it's main event time. Akira Tozawa and the Brian Kendrick versus Drew Gulak and Jack Gallagher street fight. All four men brawling in the aisle to start. The babyfaces four head smashing the heels into the LED boards at the apron, and we have a bout. Kendrick and Tozawa get a table out and slide it into the ring, but Gulak and Gallagher cut them off and dump them to seize it up for themselves and put it back under the ring. Akira and Brian won them over with the cover of the announce table as they come back around. Isolating Drew, they put him in the ring and swarmed him, putting boots to him, double whip charging strikes, Toss assisted reverse, SDO Jack bakes it up, clubbing away, double boot, and a poetry in motion senton and for Gallagher. And the heels are on the floor. They trip the babyface team up and decide now is the time for plunder. Getting a trash can, a candlestick, a steel chin, some kind of plastic bars to clobber with his hour whip. Back inside, Gulak smashes with the stamina monster with the trash can before putting it on his head and grabbing a broom. Little bit of housekeeping, repeated boom shots to the can. Nope. To the floor, putting Kendrick hard into the timekeeper's barricade and slamming him on the floor, throwing him up at his boat, falling up with a bucket, and Drew is angry. Kendrick fired up, warning Gulak, and while Gallagher just stretches Tozawa, Joe pulls ahead and chokes him with a length of wire, hanging him off the apron until his car makes the save. Jack with a headbutt, dumping the Dragon Gate man to the floor before where he and Gulak back suplex him to the timekeeper's area. Throwing Brian back in, cover gets one hot shot into Lyric, still no. Brian reverses a double team suplex into a double DDT, and everybody's down and out. June Tozawa falling on the floor, just trading vicious punches and forearms as Akira lets out a primal scream, and Gulak clocks him over the head with a microphone twice. A third shot, Tozawa blocks and jabs him right in the face. Back in Frankenstein and a sliding knee for a sometime, and Jack and Akira is fired up. Throwing a chair at his face, same treatment for Drew. Kendrick's awake and has the bungee cord, and they lash Drew to the ring post, chops and sure. Gouda gets out, and Tozawa is seated and up a chair. and Gallagher drop kicks his head off, off back inside. Side Kendrick going for a dragon suplex. Gallagher reverses into a deathlock and bridges back. Pizarro grabs an octopus hold on Jack, and Drew comes in and adds the gulag. And then he peels Cesaro off and really wrenches it in, but Brian breaks it up by slamming Gallagher into them. Fired up, white hands, but soon enough, Jack's back to his deathlock. Cesaro up top, sent into Gallagher, but Gulak breaks it up. Kendrick looking for sliced bread to cut up. Drew ducks the first 541 toss, but eats the second and cuts up a Cesaro dive with a trash can. Jack back over to Brian, jockeying for position with him. A kill design deep line could win by pinfall with sliced bread from Kendrick to Jack Gallagher. And that's the show, folks. And I gotta say, what a great main event that was. I enjoyed it. I mean, like I said, 2-5 Live, ever since Triple H took over, knows how to put on a good show. Good show. I mean, this is what cruiserweight division is all about. Keep it up, Triple H, and keep it up, Drake Maverick. You're doing one hell of a job. I rate 2-5 Live 9 out of 10, 5 stars, 2 thumbs up, and an 8 triple plus. Now it's time for NXT Review. Okay, we start NXT up for the tuning trailer for the main event. More Ronaldo refers to as Gargano and Black. Endgames kicks things off before the usual opening theme. Then more Ronaldo, Percy Watson, Nigel McGuinness welcome us to Full Sail, and we're starting with women's tag action. The Horsewoman entered to Shayna Baszler's entrance theme. Duke is wearing a traditional two-piece pro wrestling outfit. Shafir has on a fight shorts and a bikini top. Dakota Kai and Io Sherry defeated Jessamine Duke, and Maria Schaefer via pinfall, following up a top of moonsault from Shiri on Shafir. Duke and Kai stop, and Jessamine uses her power for a takedown. Then Dakota takes off a shot to the back from Shafir on the apron, lets the heels take control. So Marina goes quickly to ground and pound and at cover. She uses a West Toe that allows Kai to land some head scissors, lost in head kicks for an escape, but a form sends her down to the mat hard. Drake back in for more of the same, but another kick allows tag for each. Marina takes loads of bets, including drop kick, palm strikes, and running knees into the corner. Jessamine tried to distract Chavi before she climbed for the finisher, but Dakota knocked her off the apron with a Yazuka kick. Like we get another, and I thought this was a good match, good tag team women's match. I mean, NXT maybe I like this. This is what I like. NXT using the women, putting them in tag team matches. We've seen many times that before, and NXT does it very well. NXT knows how to use the women's division, and NXT knows how to use a tag team division. And then we get another the Dijakovic teaser. He's next. But first, we get a flashback to Kaz's own Ono blasting Matt Widow after his win over Punishment Martinez. Interviewers caught up with Widow outside at Full Sail earlier today. He's not happy KO attacked him, but he gets it. He embarrassed Ono at TakeOver. He dares him to get in the ring face to face. He'll knock him out again. Then it's Dominic Dijakovic defeated Aaron Mackey after Feast Your Eyes. Mackey is hesitant to enter, and we see why when his first kick is shin blocked and he gets lit up with strikes. He tells Aaron time to fly before launching him out of a vertical suplex. Some more punishment than telling us to feast the eyes. He ends things after a couple of minutes. Heavy machine. Decent match. I thought that was pretty decent. And then Heavy Machinery get a hype video, no mention of the call-up. We're reminded the tag title shot next week, and they have a warm tonight. And then General Manager William Regal announces via tweet to Lo Shari impressed him tonight, and she'll be the final entrant in next week's #1 contender Fatal 4. Ooh, William Regal is a great general manager of NXT. He just like Jake Maverick does 2-5 Live. William Regal lays down the law, and he books, and he gets right down to business. And then Heavy Machinery defeated these guys via pinfall after a double compactor. The job squad played scared and older stars Dazovic starts by throwing both guys around. Quick tag, Daza and Tucker Knight pick up their opponents and toast with them before Otis dumps his guy and Tucky once by pillar to the post. Undisputed Era hit the stage and allows one of them local time to get a cheap shot that doesn't last and Adrian hit the finish on one of the dudes and but pull up and don't pin him. Then they hit on the other guy while they're standing down the four heels on stage. Dazwick picks up both guys and they get it. Good match. I thought this is a good tag team match. I like Heavy Machinery. I hope once either was Smack, whichever brand they go to, I hope the main roster using the right way, using the way NXT should. With Triple H, when we should be in good hands. And then we see the competitors from the main event getting ready backstage while ominous music plays. Johnny Gargano defeated Aleister Black in a steel cage via pinfall following meeting in the middle performed Tommaso Ciampa. Gargano attacks from behind Black's entrance. Aleister fires back with big kicks and strikes not only before they get in the cage, but before Johnny can take his vest off. Gargano fights back, whipping Black into the steel steps. Aleister regains control and they finally get in the cage, where he stays in control and gets a quick near fall off a suplex. During chances, Johnny avoids a front kick and hits an enziguri, then turns to climb. Black stops him, but Gargano drops him, quads on, was on the top rope. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. More Ronaldo was caught in this match with wrestling passion and emotion, by the way. Johnny launches him into the cage, grates his face on the steel, and soaks in the booze as he starts inflicting punishment. Alistair gets back into things by leaping over a kick in the corner and hitting Johnny with his knees. He lands on the top rope with Gargano. They'll try to slingshot him into the cage, then hits a moonsault off the top. It's the former NXT champ's turn to cause some pain. Putting Johnny into the steel multiple times and then unleashes a flurry of strikes that end by high high knee for a two count. He heads up top, but opts not to escape. That doesn't pay off as he misses a knee and allows Gargano back into the driver's seat. Johnny opts to escape, but gets caught, and they do a crazy powerbomb spot up the top that lands so hard. Gargano tries for a couple pinfalls after hitting it. They stand and trade while Johnny getting the best thanks to the impact of the powerbomb. Alistair catches up though and ends with a running high knee. When Johnny gets kicked to the apron, he asks for the door to be open and Blackie inadvertently kicks him to the floor. They grapple at the entrance until Alistair pulls them back in and the door shuts. Gargano hits a Russian leg sweep on the middle rope and transfers into the Gargano no escape. Black lips and slams Johnny into the cage. It doesn't work for the first time, but the second Gargano releases the hold, but he starts to climb while Alistair isn't looking. Black catches him and grabs Johnny by the hair. They battle at the top and Gargano heads back in. Johnny tries for a neckbreaker from the top, but Alistair holds on to the cage and follows with a Matora 4-2. Black to his Black to his feet and he goes for the black mass by lifting Johnny up with his foot, but Gargano with Jefferson turns the tide. But fistful out the head bursts into the churn because then into the cage. He opts not to call for the door what instead of holding Black up so he can tell him he's absolves him of his sins. Which Alistair answers with a black mask, but Black is so walked he can't follow up. In fact, Johnny gets up first. Gargano climbs and Alistair heads toward the door. It's a waste to see who escapes first, and damn it, it's Tommaso Ciampa. He slams the door on Black, then drives him into the ring and starts beating him. Gargano was outside the cage but crawls back in. Ciampa backs off, and the former tag team stand in opposite corners as a crowd chant DIY. They do the meeting in the middle to Black. Johnny is visibly shaken, backs away while Tommaso grins and leaves the cage. Gargano covers for the win as his former friend stands in the cage with an evil smile. Johnny sits in the ring with a glazed look in his eye as the champ backs up in the ring with a slow clap. He sits cross Google next to Black for a moment before leaving. That's his show. And I would get what a main event. What a main event. This is how steel cage matches should be. I would rate NXT the the 9 out of 10, 5 stars, 2 thumbs up and way up. I mean the main event. Wow. I highly recommend you watch this main event because you will not be disappointed. There was no blood, but you will not be disappointed. This is how steel cage matches should be. This is what's Triple H and William Regal are doing one hell of a job with NXT. This is why NXT is the main show. This is why NXT is way better than One, way better than SmackDown Live. NXT is where it's at, and so is NXT UK. Anyway, comment down below in the comments. Tell me what you liked about NXT. Tell me what you thought about the main event. You stay classy, live long and prosper, and peace out. And I must bid you adieu, good night, and goodbye, and bang. And in the words of Cactus Jack, bang bang.